What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be going over the top 10 best two guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So lads, there are a lot of good two guards that did not make this list. Honestly, picking 10 was tough. Picking 10 was really tough for this one. So we're going to go over a couple of honorable mentions. And lads, again, only going to be primary two guards, not any other position. So Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, trying to think who else isn't going to be on this list. Well, two guard Kevin Durant wouldn't be on anyway, but he can't be because he's a primary center. Okay, so now let's go on to the honorable mentions. Oscar Robertson, James Harden. Devin Booker, he's pretty good. Malik Beasley's alright. Bradley Beal, a demon on next gen. I was sure I was putting him in, because Beal is like slightly better Ray Allen. I was sure Beal was going to make it, but no, he's just kind of weak on current, so he's one of the weaker ones on current. Lonnie Walker's pretty decent. Vince Carter is somewhat close. Kevin Porter Jr., J.R. Smith. This Michael Jordan, Terrence Ross is pretty good. I mean, I forgot to put this guy on the list, so let's just say number 11. This guy? Actually, no, this guy's going in at number 10. I was looking through, I forgot to put. And it is Kobe Bryant. Like, again, the only reason this Kobe's not in the top 10 is because he's so similar to the other Kobe. But again, he's in that lower end of the top 10. And then the last player, obviously, actually, Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's alright, but Jamal Crawford, Manu Ginobili, Tyreek Evans. And then the last player that I do want to mention is, it's a bit of a tough one, because some people love him, and I just don't think he's quite top 10. First of all, obviously, there's the Troll Manute Bol. Troll Manute Bol is pretty good. But the one card that I think that a lot of people will be kind of caught up on the fact that I don't have him in the top 10 is this guy right here, this Kawhi Leonard. I just think that, yeah, he's good, but there's 10 cards better. And the fact, I think Josh Smith is better, and most people will say that. And I have Josh Smith at number 10. So at number 11, because he was originally in my top 10, is DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, really good card. Trey Burke base. And one thing I will say is the Trey Burke base on quick versus Trey Burke base on very quick feel very similar. 6'7", 6'9" wingspan. DeMar DeRozan, Tracy McGrady are basically equal. The worst T-Mac, not the better T-Mac. 93 perimeter defense, 98 driving dunk, 95 3 ball. He's got Showtime Hall of Fame. And again, just an overall good card. Trey Burke base, Kobe Bryant upper, release on quick, Pro 2 escape, and just a great release, good enough defender. So he is in here at like honorary number 10. He was in my number 10 before I realized I forgot Josh Smith. And then we got Josh Smith at number 10. The fact he's number 10, it just shows how great the two guard position is. Like, it is one of, I say it's the strong, like I want to say it's the strongest position, but I mean center exists. Center exists. I don't think I can really argue that. The centers, if you could run a team of 5 centers in my team this year, you better believe we'd all run a team of 5 centers. 91 3 ball, 91 speed, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, near perfect defensive stats, basically every defensive badge Hall of Fame, insane playmaking badges, shooting badges, absolutely insanely good as well. Got half Showtime. He's got John Wall release, and again, some people don't like John Wall release. I personally think it's one of the best releases in the game. I think John Wall base is one of the easiest ones in the game. John Wall is one of my favorite players to shoot with. He doesn't have the Pro 3 behind the back, which is not the end of the world. He's still got the Pro 2 escape, quick dribble style. And again, he's 6'9", can play at the 2, can play at the 1. Good wingspan, really good build. So he's honestly, as far as cones go, elite. He's better on current gen than next gen. On next gen, for me, honestly, he's probably a 2 guard on both gens. He's probably best to be ran at the 2 on both gens. But again, positions don't matter anymore. He's probably not best as a primary ball handler. He's more of a secondary ball handler, good dunker and defender more than anything. But in my opinion, he's like a good bit better than, for example, like a Grant Hill. So at the point guard, he's still not too bad. But he's in here at number 10. And number 9, this is a debatable one. It's Ejian Lian. Like, he's 7. Like, let's not forget, dude's 7 foot tall. Unreal stat wise. Like, has basically every badge. He's got 66 Hall of Fame badge, or 66 Gold Hall of Fame badges. Like, what? Does deep hooks really matter? No. Not anymore, anyway. He doesn't need any of these badges. Elite speed. Base 70 on very quick, which is not great on current gen, but it's chicken on next gen. Pro 1 behind back, Pro 2 escape. Yeah, he can't curry any of gem, but he can't side to side spam, which is the most important thing. And he does have the quick. Does he have quick or shifty? Shifty dribble style, so he can't speed burst. Like, Ijian Lian is like, he's again a supremely underrated card. Like, you can't knock this guy. He's 7 foot tall, long wingspan, elite release, and moves. Like, I don't think you can say it's a bad card. And it is crazy. Like, do you guys know that at this stage in 2K20, we did not have a 7 foot tall player with pro dribble sigs and above 85 ball handle, or an above 86 ball handle? We actually did. Ijian Lian, who came out, I think it was May. It was late May. He was the first 7 foot tall player with 86 ball handle, and he didn't even have pro dribble sigs. The first center I'm pretty sure we had with pro dribble sigs was the end of July. We've had pro dribble sig centers since Blake Griffin in November. And that's why we knew it was kind of the beginning of the end. If anyone knew anything about that game, we kind of knew, or about the game, we kind of knew it was the beginning of the end. This year when we saw guys like Blake Griffin coming out in November, and they would have been better than any center we'd seen up to May. But like the fact, again, Ijian Lian only in 2K21. Only in 2K21 is this card ever going to be a thing. So, then we have got Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, 99 offense, 99 defense, height 6'9", 7'3" wingspan, 96 3 ball, 98 mid, unreal. So he's number 8, sorry, Brandon Ingram. He grew 2 inches. He's now 6'9" again. Half showtime, every half shooting badge except for steady. He's got basically all the half defense badges, all the half playmaking badges you need, and a couple on goal. Elite defense, his release is really nice, especially on current gen, base 75. Pro 2, Pro 3, shifty dribble style, very quick release. And he's elite on both gens. Curry's on both gens, he moves at an elite rate on both gens. Brandon Ingram is a really good card, lads. Brandon Ingram, he's a shooter, he slashes well, his defense is really good. He's definitely not the greatest card in the game by any means, but he's not bad. Like, he's easily, in my opinion, one of the top 10. I think he's comfortably in this list, and he's kind of gone under the radar. He's definitely overpriced, because I think paying over 100k for somebody, you got to get an elite player because how many good budget players there are. But again, all the Ingram fans out there, you've got an incredible card. At number 7, we have got Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade base. He's got Pro 2, Pro 3, obviously. Every Hall of Fame badge you need. And the big thing with Dwayne Wade, he gets the best chase down animations in the game. And it's not even close. He gets ridiculous chase down animations. He's chasing somebody down, and it's just snatch off the board, or it's just like these like weird like snatch blocks that he gets non-stop. And on current, it's not that big a deal on next gen, but on current gen, this card is best, man, those animations are so nice, because he stops showtime and gets rim protector, Hall of Fame takeover. So he gets rim protector goals type takeover. And the big thing is, again, he does not have steady, but I don't rate him on next gen at all. He's absolutely elite on current gen. I've used him a few times. He's absolutely elite. I do not rate him on next gen at all, which is why I have Tom Van Aardale 1 spot ahead of him. So Tom Van Aardale is basically the same card, slightly worse in a lot of ways, but again, he has got Dwayne Wade base as well. Pro 3, moving behind the back, Pro 2 escape. And I don't know what it is. First of all, I run both of these guys to 2, by the way. I run both of these guys to 2 whenever I've used them. I've used Wade on enough accounts. Tom Van Aardale is another one way better in current gen than next gen. Should he be better than Wade? No. He doesn't get all the badges. In fairness, none of these badges really matter too much. Doesn't get the chase downs, but I just think he feels better on offense. I don't know what it is, but like, again, if you're looking at stats wise, basically the same on defense, except for the block rating. Very similar speed. It is a preference thing, Wade versus Tom Van Aardale. I think I just prefer Klay Thompson upper to Wade upper, and they're almost identical cards. But we got Richard here at number 5. And again, these guys are all really similar cards, so it's hard to separate them. But Richard, and Tom basically have the exact same stats. The difference is that Richard has got base 98, which is a way better release. It's slightly better on current gen, way better on next. Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape. And the difference is that he's got blinders as well. So the big thing, like Van Aerdale, is he can green. If you can green with 98, which is really easy to do, having steady is not even bad on current gen. But having blinders on next gen turns Richard Van Aerdale into one of the best 300s in the game. And the way the game is played on next gen with the Pro-Am point guard meta, I mean, he's one of the best cards in the game. Obviously, Luka's Luka. Like, most of the Pro-Am point guards have started to use Luka. But before a lot of them got Luka, they were all using this guy and they were dominating with him. They were dominating with Richard Van Aerdale. At number 4, we got Kobe Bryant Invincible. Again, the fact that I don't even think that Opal's that much worse than the Invincible Kobe and he didn't make the top 10, it just shows like the gap between Kobe and Josh Smith isn't even that big. But again, Kobe's a next gen made player. He's good on current gen. He's really good on current gen, but Kobe base is one of the best, if not, like it's in the top 5 best releases on next gen. Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape, quick dribble style. He's Kobe. He's Kobe, and this is the, like, I normally don't like Kobe in 2K. I liked him in 18, hated him in 19. Actually no, I loved his Diamond in 20, and I loved his Evo Galaxy Opal after he evoed up. I hated Go Kobe in 20. Like, there are very few cards I've hated as much as that card in game. But this Kobe's legit fantastic. And number 3, we got Cliff. We got Cliff Robinson. Dion Waiters base. If you can get used to this release, this guy might be number 1. That is actually... No, this guy might be number 2. He might be number 2 if you like that release. Number 1 is streets ahead out by himself. But he might be number 2. He is the best defensive 2-guard in the game. He gets the Kawhi Leonard defensive animations. He's got that elite wingspan. He's 6'10". He just he just beats people up. He's like a better version of 2K20 Robert Covington. He's got every key Hall of Fame badge that you need. He's got 95 3-ball, 94 speed, perfect defensive stats. His post game is even mediocre. Like, there's no flaws with this card. He's 6'10" as well. And for me, I think he's absolutely chicken. He is unreal, in my opinion. He is one of the best players he's one of the best players I've used this year. He is one of the best players I've used. He'll remain in my team for the long haul. Like, he might be in my team at the end of the year. Guys that I'm confident are going to be in my team at the end of the year are like Luka. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of Bol. I doubt I'll ever get rid of Bill Russell. I may not. If I put Dino on my team, I may not get rid of him. I may not get rid of Wiseman. But like, Cliff is another one that I may not get rid of for the rest of the year. He's unreal. Now we're on to number 2. Invincible Tracy McGrady. Invincible T-Mac. He's like, imagine Invincible DeMar DeRozan. He's got blinders, but it doesn't matter. I was using him on current gen today. I've used him on next gen, and he looked exceptional. He looked like unplayably good. Then I used him on current gen today, and blinders didn't matter. He greened everything. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. Pro 2, Pro 3, Trey Burke base. Like, what more can you ask for? A perfect card, except he has blinders for current gen players. However, there is a more perfect card. At number 1, I mean, who else is it going to be? Arguably number 1 player in the game, Andre Kirilenko. 6'9", base 98. A great release on next gen, the best release bar none on current gen. Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 size up and escape. He's also got 95 3-ball, 95 speed, like 99 in all defensive stats except for interior defense, which is 98. Like 99 all defensive stats, 95 3-ball. Again, coaches and floor general goes to 99. Speed, I'm pretty sure floor general floor general doesn't boost the speed, but 95, 99, you're not going to notice the difference. Every Hall of Fame defensive badge. He may be the best card at the end of the game. I'm not going to guarantee it. Like, I am not going to guarantee that Andre Kirilenko remains the best card in my team for the rest of the year, because we never know. Like, we could end up, like, who knows, XM Shaq might be a thing. Like, If we knew that every card was keeping their exact same animations, I could confidently say he'd be the best card the rest of the year. But we don't know. XM LeBron means that XM Shaq can be a thing. I mean, we could see Curry sliding yet. Actually, no, we won't. He's too heavy to Curry. Curry sliding Yao Ming was ridiculous in 2K20. But we could see Pro 3 behind the back of Yao Ming. We could honestly see Curry sliding. The best, I'm telling you, the best card in the game, the card with the potential to be the best in the game is not Yao Ming. I'm telling you, it's not Yao Ming. It's if they give Ralph Sampson a better release, because Yao Ming is 7'6" with a 7'5" wingspan. Ralph Sampson is 7'4" with a 7'7" wingspan, and Ralph Sampson's light enough to Curry slide. Like, unless they want to give him a new bowl a better release and make him an invincible card, Invincible Ralph Sampson will be the best. Like, Invincible Yao Ming is most likely going to be the best card in the game because it's Invincible Yao, but I'm telling you, there are cards that have potential. There are player builds that have potential to be better than Invincible Yao. But anyway, now let's stop talking about Yao. It's the 2-card list. So, number 10, Josh Smith. Number 9, E.G. and Lian. Number 8, Brandon Ingram. Number 7, Dwayne Wade. Number 6, Tom. Number 5, Richard. Number 4, Kobe Bryant. Number 3, Cliff Robinson. Number 2, Tracy McGrady. And number 1, Andre Kirilenko. So anyway, that's the video, lads. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.